Today's episode was great and all, but Sonya hype. Yo, what's up everyone? TreyMan1 here and welcome back to another review of Ash and Go's Workout Bootcamp. Today, guys, we're doing abs, arms, and all of the sort. I'm just joking, guys, but yo, welcome back to another Pokémon Journeys anime episode review. Today we're covering episode 26. I gotta say, this is one of the wackiest, funniest episodes that we've had in this series. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The episode actually starts off in Team Rocket's base, and I gotta say, I loved how they imitated Ash, Go, and Pikachu basically in the credit scene where Ash goes, "Now, on to our next adventure." And as they throw the Pokeballs, Go yells Go. I loved how they imitated this with Wobbuffet. Like, I just thought that was a really cool scene. But yeah, Team Rocket having to work, and so they decided to call the Rocket Lottery down so that they can do some training. It's also very important to point out that Diantha freaking appears. I was not expecting this at all, even though it was on a magazine scan. The continuity in this series is so amazing. Like, just seeing Diantha here, maybe a foreshadow. I just discussed in my last video about Ash's strategies that, you know, the next person Leon could be fighting after Rayhan could be Diantha to show off Mega Evolution. And if this is a foreshadow, then oh boy, we are in for a treat. But I'm still hoping for Cynthia as well. Like, I think that would be a cool fight. Not only that, but we also get to see a small detail, Wobbuffet playing with the truck, the same truck from Sun and Moon, mind you, the Beware truck. And James polishing his Pokeball collection that was shown in Sun and Moon. But basically, Team Rocket are here to break the fourth wall and be like, oh, you know, today's episode is a two-part special, so enjoy. I'm sitting there like, wait, are Team Rocket gonna narrate this episode? But nah, they were just here to break the fourth wall. Which I gotta say, it was kind of weird seeing like a two-part episode like that, 2 15-minute episodes instead of, you know, one full episode for Pokemon's case. But I gotta say, they handled it pretty well for a filler episode, and I hope that we get more funny, amazing episodes like this. I don't even know how to review this episode. It's just a whole bunch of wacky moments. So I'm really gonna be highlighting a lot of the amazing scenes, and I do recommend that everyone checks this episode out. Actually, here's something interesting. When they start training, Boldore is here, but Go's never caught a Boldore in the series. So many, along with myself, believe that this is Ash's Boldore. Ash's first return Pokemon in the series is this freaking Boldore. Who would have thought? Because it was just so random. Like, I was like, wait a minute, Boldore? Go didn't catch a Boldore. Then I'm thinking to myself, you know, Ash can easily call Professor Oak and get his Pokemon to come like he's done before. So my headcanon is that this is Ash's Boldore. Who would have thought that Boldore would have been the first return? People were expecting like Charizard and Sceptile and Fernape. But I'm glad that they're showing other Pokemon from Ash too, like Boldore. And I'm really excited to see more of Ash's Pokemon return if that's the case. Like, I feel like Boldore is just the stepping stones, the beginning of greatness to come with all of Ash's Pokemon returning. But yeah, basically, Go's Magikarp has gotten really fat, so they go through this workout boot camp to get all ripped and buff. And I gotta say, this scene was hilarious. If Misty and Serena were here to see Ash, oh boy, they would have a field day. You know, ever since this quarantine's happened, the gyms have been closed, but they just reopened. So Ash and Go, we're my motivators to go ahead and get right back into the gym. Thank you, Ash and Go. Thank you, Pokemon Anime. I gotta get right back at it and working out again. But following that, we get to the main event, which is the Margikarp Jump. And I actually used to play Margikarp Jump quite a bit. It's a mobile game, and it is amazing. It's so fun. The reason I stopped playing was because at the time, like, all my data on my old phone didn't switch over to my new phone that I had got. And I didn't want to start over because, you know, it's a lot to go through in that game. It's a lot of levels and everything like that. So I just kind of stopped playing. But, man, it was a fun game. But, yeah, Go actually had some type of weight on Margikarp to help it throughout its jump so it can jump higher. And it was jumping pretty high with the weight on, so just imagine it jumping without the weight. When we get to the final event of Go versus the Margikarp King, Go's Margikarp jumps over the moon. My goodness, this was amazing. Like, just sitting here watching this, I was like, what am I watching? It was hilarious. It just felt like the animators just went crazy. The animators, the story writers, they just went crazy with this episode. And to make things worse, guys, unfortunately, Magikarp doesn't come back to Earth. It was so heartbreaking to see that Go's Magikarp that went through all this training, you know, be left in space, unfortunately. And it's such a nice reference to Magikarp Jump as well, because in that game, you can actually lose your Magikarps. Like, I will never forget the first one I lost was freaking to a Pidgeot that freaking swooped in and took it away. I was like, oh my goodness. So unfortunately, this is the end of Go's Magikarp. And now we move on to our second episode. I gotta say, this was still kind of weird how it's 2 episodes in one, but this one was also just as amazing and enjoyable as the last. We go to Slowpoke Island, and basically the Slow King's here and just gives Ash his hat because Ash gave him some food. And if you're wondering, the crown or hat on Slowking is actually a shelter. Like, you know, if Shelter bites the head of a Slowpoke, it becomes Slowking. And that's basically what has happened here. But it decides to switch his hat for freaking Ash's bowl for some reason. I don't know why. And thus, we get Ash King of all Slowpokes and Slowkings. My boys out here are Slow King Master. And I was like, yo, what the heck watching this? Basically, the shelter that has bitten on the Slowpoke's head has made it extremely smart. So we get to see Ash talking about, you know, we got to save the Slowpokes. The Slowpoke army's going to rise. Then when Go gets, he's like, I'm going to catch every Slowpoke in existence. Pikachu becomes the ultimate Pikachu using 10 million volt Thunderbolt without the Z move. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. But nah, Pikachu, we don't know what Pikachu was saying, but it goes crazy as well. Along with Reboot. In the previous episode, Reboot was kind of just like chilling. He was cool. And he didn't really care for all the workouts and stuff that they were doing. But in this episode, even Reboot gets enhanced by this Slow King helmet. And when all hope is lost for our companions, in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. Go's Magikarp comes back from space. And I was so happy, actually, because I was like, yes, he got his Magikarp back. If you don't remember, Go actually caught 2 Magikarps in that episode. And I actually thought this one was going to be gone forever. And basically, that's why he caught 2. Like, the one that was in this jumping competition is going to be gone. That's it. And he's just going to keep the other one, which I was actually going to be kind of sad if that was the case. But Magikarp comes back and restores all the peak. And to finish everything off, we get another Team Rocket scene, which is very similar to the first one. But instead of Pelipper bringing down the Rocket Lottery machine, James opens the door to his surprise of the Magikarp King. And I'm just sitting there like, why are you here? How do you know Team Rocket's base is? Who are you? Like, are you a Team Rocket member in disguise? Cassidy and Butch? Is that you guys in disguise? No, I don't know. But I just love how the scene ended with just him saying, "Oh, you want to enter my workout program?" Just for James to just shut the door in his face. I got to say, I got a lot of laughs watching this episode, and I do recommend that you all check it out. This is our first real filler, I got to say, because normally there are episodes that seem to be filler, but Go catches Pokemon in those episodes, and they're not technically filler anymore. But Go doesn't catch a single Pokemon. I guess you could say the Boldore returning and Diantha appearing would kind of consider this not fully filler, but it kind of still was. Like, this is like our first true filler in the series. And I gotta say, I loved it from start to finish. There's not much I can say on it too much, but it was just a nice episode. But I'm really excited for next week. Our girl Sonya and our boy Rayhan is appearing. The fight between Rayhan and Leon seems to be another 1v1, but it does look pretty good. Unfortunately, we know Leon's gonna win, so that's not the most hype part. But Sonya appearing, oh my goodness, I can't wait. Sonya is one of my favorite characters from the games, and as we know, it seems Sonya's here to actually do some research. Basically, the summary says Mongolia sent Sonya to the basically stadium to study this statue that talks about Galar's history. So it seems like Sonya will be explaining some of Galar's history through Ash and Go. And I'm hoping that every time they return to Galar now, we get more and more of Sonya's growth as a professor. I think that would be pretty nice. But that's all for today's workout, guys. I hope y'all finished your rounds of push-ups, sit-ups, and are looking like Ash and Go by the end of the day. In the comment section, please let me know what you all thought of this episode. I would love to hear. Pretty wacky episode. Sonya hype. Rayhan hype. Let's go. That's all, folks. TreyMan1. Peace out.